I have looked at a lot of recipes online. It seems pretty easy. Cooking with the boys. Navi. What's up, Jasper? Doing some cooking today. We're gonna make seitan, not to be confused with Satan, the Prince of Darkness. Seitan is essentially fake chicken made with either what's called vital gluten flour, or just you can use regular flour and you can rinse off all the starch yourself. The reason I want to make this today is because I think it's cool. I've talked to a bunch of preppers. I've seen, all these preppers online. They have hundreds of pounds of flour in case the shit pops off, but what are they going to do with it? Everybody in your family is going to get tired of your little marshmallow stick full of flour. So seitan is a good way to get the texture of meat without having ready access to meat. Also, it's very highly concentrated protein. I've never done this before, so I'm really interested. I happen to have a bunch of vital gluten flour. My wife, I think, bought it on accident, so I'm gonna try to make it. I have looked at a lot of recipes online. It seems pretty easy. You mix whatever dry ingredients you got, add a little warm water, knead the dough, twist the dough, and then you gotta cook the actual dough. So let's give it a shot. White pepper, sage. Can't find any onion powder, so I'm just going to crunch up some bouillon cubes. The recipe I saw said add a little bit of regular flour too. So essentially this is going to be used as a substitute for meat in a dish that I'm trying to make. My understanding though is that you can fry this the same way you would chicken. You can shred it, make like pulled pork. Okay, it's been resting for about 5 minutes and it looks like a brain. Okay, the next step here is to take my dough and I'm gonna knot it. The knotting is what's gonna make it look like. It's gonna give it that shreddable texture to be more like the muscle of an animal. Hey. Okay, if I'm honest, it kind of feels like meat. It's weird. That's it. I'm gonna let this simmer for a couple hours. I don't really see any way to mess this up. Obviously, there are different techniques. So some people don't do what I'm doing. Some people let it sit overnight. But for me, I'm gonna go as quick and as easy as possible. I eyeballed the measurements, I eyeballed the seasonings, I eyeballed it all. I'm gonna let it simmer here essentially until the water goes down, maybe an hour, hour and a half. And then, okay. It has a very spongy and meaty texture. A piece fell off. So this piece fell off in the water. I will be damned. That looks and feels exactly like chicken fat. Okay, that's fucking weird. That looks and tastes exactly like chicken. That's fucking wild. You can look at it, Margaret. It looks a lot like beef or chicken. I mean, like a lump of like a roast. Let's see. It has a texture of meat. Look at that. That's fucking crazy. I have no doubt you could turn this into like pulled pork or something. Yeah. All right, you wanna try it? Yeah. It tastes like fake. You can taste the flour.
Yeah.
You can tell it's flour.
Yeah, I get the flour aftertaste for sure.
Me too. It's got kind of a rubbery texture, but I feel like
If you cook this, it
longer.
is something.
Yep. If you saute it, but I mean, you can use that as essentially a protein sort of substitute, and it has a lot of actual protein. Out of flour, he has made meat. Out of my way, Jasper.
Thai basil.
Thai basil. We grew this basil. It's not dope.
Bam!
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.